First exercise is the glute bridge. You want to lay down on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the ground. Your feet should be hip width apart with your toes pointed straight ahead, and your heel should be about 6 to 8 inches away from your glutes. But you could always experiment with this and see where you feel it the most in your glutes. You want to place your arms by your sides with your palms turned up toward the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes and your abs at the same time as you lift your hips toward the ceiling. Raise your hips as high as you can go without arching your back. The goal is to raise your hips until your body is in a straight line from your knee to your hip and to your shoulder. Squeeze the glutes as tightly as you can at the top position. Hold for a beat while you hold. Next are donkey kicks or glute kickbacks. So you want to begin on your hands and knees with your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Keep your back flat and core engaged. Keeping a 90-degree bend in your knees, slowly lift your legs straight back up and toward the ceiling, squeezing your glutes at the top of the movement. You want this movement to be nice and controlled and only lift as high as your hips can remain level without arching your back or rotating your hips. Slowly lower your leg back to the starting position. Remember, with all of these moves, everything is going to be slow and controlled, and we are not going to hurry through them, and we are going to keep our core nice and engaged. Notice how there is minimal moving in my waist. We just want our glutes to do all the work. You can rest anywhere from 30 to 45 seconds between each move. It's up to you, and then you can always add on more weight if you feel this is necessary. Next up, we have walking lunges. So you want to start standing tall, feet hip width apart, shoulders back, and core engage. Hands can be on your hips. If you're doing body weight, then you can always add some weights down the line. So you want to take a controlled step forward with your right leg. As your front foot lands, bend both knees about 90 degrees. Your back knee should hover just above the ground, or if you can touch the ground, and your front thigh should be parallel to it. Keep your torso upright, but you can have a slight lean forward if this feels more comfortable for you. Then you want to push through your right heel to stand up and bring back your left leg forward into the next step. This starts the walking motion. Alternate legs with each rep. Next up are sumo squats. These are great for working the inner thighs and the glutes. So you want to place your feet wider than hip width apart with your toes turned out at about 30 to 45 degrees. So keep your chest up and your back straight throughout the exercise. Make sure that core is nice and engaged. So the descent, lower your hips by bending your knees as if sitting into a chair, ensuring your knees track in line with your toes. Go down until your thighs are parallel to the floor or as low as you can comfortably go with good form. Drive through those heels to stand back up, squeezing your glutes at the top of the movement. You want to avoid leaning forward, and you want to drive your knees out and use those glutes to come back up. Next up is a B stance RDL, one of my favorite glute moves. You want to grab a dumbbell, and we're going to work the same side that we're holding the dumbbell. That is the leg we are working. So you want to drag your left foot back to line up near your right toes, and then you are going to just do a single leg RDL, so that one side and one glute is working. And then what you want to do is you want to bend at the waist, and this is not a squat movement, so it's a hip hinge movement. So we are hinging our hips forward, and we feel that stretch. Come right back up, and then we are going to take a quick rest, and we are going to switch sides. You can see it a little better from this angle. That non-working leg is just there for support, and we are just working one side at a time, and all the weight is going on that left side. And you're just going to slowly drag the dumbbell up closer to your thighs and your shins, and you're just going to bend forward at the waist. Next is going to be a static side-to-side lunge. So you want your feet, again, wider than your shoulders. I even like to stretch it to the point where I feel a slight stretch in my inner thighs. And again, this is a unilateral movement, and we're just going to work one side at a time. And so we are just going to sidestep, and this time it's a squat movement. So we are going to bend our knees and squat to the right. I had to think of that. Let's squat to the right, and then we are going to switch sides and then do that side for another 30 seconds. If you feels too easy, I challenge you to increase that weight. You are going to have an engaged core at the same time. You're going to have your chest high, and we're just going to let that dumbbell fall to the side of the working side. Our last movement is going to be something you're very familiar with. It's the first warm-up that we did, but this time we are going to add weights and challenge ourselves over our hips. So same concept. You want your feet about 8 inches from your glutes, and then again you can experiment and see where you can feel it in the glutes the most. I want you to push up mostly from your heel, and then bring your glutes and your abs up all at once. You want to squeeze, hold for a beat at the top, and come back down. Do this for another 30 seconds. Remember, all of these movements are 30 seconds. Repeat 3 times.